Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Dhanashri Nikam. A warm welcome to all in this session. This session is on desk research organized by Rajgarh Institute of Management Research and Development. Student, first of all you should know that in the MBA second semester there are two compulsory project subjects. First is the desk research and second is field project. In today's session we are going to discuss about desk research. Desk research has 50 marks and it is very important to take this subject seriously in this second semester. Now let us understand about desk research. Desk research means collecting information from already available sources such as books, research papers, journals, websites, reports, company records and government data. Means while doing desk research, you have to use the information which is already available. Desk research is based on secondary data. Secondary data means data that is already available, and here there is no need to collect primary data. In today's session, we are going to discuss how to conduct desk research, then what are the guidelines given by SPPU University, and how to write desk research report. First guideline is about group formation. First of all, you must form a group of minimum 3 and maximum 5 students. Remember that active participation of all group members is compulsory. This means no student should remain inactive or depend only on one or two members. Each member's involvement will be considered during evaluation, and each member should contribute in data analysis, data collection, interpretation, report writing and presentation. And remember, desk research is a team activity and marks are given considering group efforts as well as individual involvement. So work together, coordinate well and ensure equal contribution from all members. Next guideline is about industry selection. Here you have to select an industry suitable for your desk research analysis. Industry means it is a group of companies or businesses that are involved in the similar type of business activities. Here I have given the list of industries: banking and financial services, IT industry, healthcare and pharmaceutical, FMCG, education and e-learning, automobile industry, tourism and hospitality, retail and e-commerce. Here you must seek guidance and obtain approval from the faculty or project coordinator before proceeding with the selected industry. After getting the green signal from project coordinator, you have to proceed with the desk research. Next guideline is about individual company assignment. Here each student has to select one company from the approved industry for an individual desk research assignment. No two students from the same group should choose the same company. For example, if you have selected telecom sector and you are 4 members in a group, then first student will select Jio company, second will select Airtel, third will select VI and fourth will select BSNL. Remember, industry selection is common but company selection is individual for each student. And if sufficient data is not available for your selected industry and company, then desk research will become difficult. Therefore, always remember to choose an industry or company that have enough available data. Next guideline is about research process. Here you have to follow these 3 steps while conducting the research. First step is the industry research. Here you need to study the overall industry structure, size, growth trends, key players. Here you have to collect secondary data from reports, journals, websites, government sources. Next step is the company analysis. Here analyze the selected company's background, products, services, market positions, financial performance, strategies, strength, challenges, and you have to use available data for company analysis. In the step 3, data compilation. Here organize collected information systematically. Use tables, charts, graphs for clear presentation and ensure that data is relevant. Means the information should, your collected information should be related to your topic, and data should be reliable. Means the data should come from trusted and accurate sources. Next guideline is about report writing. Here prepare the report in a format in a proper format given by faculty member or project coordinator. Prepare the report in a proper and structured format and follow the chapter wise scheme while writing the report. Here include important findings, insights in your report, and use tables, charts and graphs wherever required. Next guideline is about presentation method. These are the different presentation methods. At the time of presentation, you can use one of the method: PPT, slide presentation, infographics, video presentation, paper or poster presentation, online or webinar presentation, storytelling presentation, etc. You can use one of the method while presenting your desk research. Next guideline is about the submission. After completion of the project, you will receive a certificate from the project coordinator. Then you have to submit one signed hard copy of the project in the black bound or a spiral format as per the instruction of project coordinator. You also need to submit a CD containing the PDF of the project, and the submission deadline must be followed strictly, and the project should be submitted on or before 31st March. Now next we have to discuss about the report of desk research. These are the some initial pages of your desk research report: title page, acknowledgement, declaration, executive summary, table of content. These pages come before chapter 1 and are very important. Title page is the first page of your report and it must be prepared strictly as per the format given by project coordinator. Do not change your font, layout or order of title page. In the declaration, you have to give the statement that your project work is original, your own work, and it is not copied from others. In the acknowledgement, you have to give short thank you note to the director sir, faculty members, project coordinator, institution and anyone who supported the project. In the executive summary, you have to give a brief overview of your entire study. That will include what the study is about, what are the objectives, then what kind of methodology you have used here, key findings, etc. Then table of content, that will show the list of chapters and subsections along with their page number. Here remember one thing, that you must write the executive summary and acknowledgement only after completing the entire project, because both sections, means your acknowledgement and executive summary, are based on the overall work and learning of the project. So that you must write the executive summary and acknowledgement after completion of the entire project. Next, these are the chapters, chapter scheme you have to follow strictly. Chapter 1 introduction, chapter 2 industry analysis, chapter 3 external environment analysis, chapter 4 financial analysis, chapter 5 recent developments, chapter 6 company analysis, chapter 7 conclusion and recommendation. Chapter number 1 to chapter number 5, these are related to the industry analysis, and chapter 6 is related to the individual company analysis. Chapter number 1 introduction. In this chapter you have to write objectives of your desk research, means clearly mention why you are doing this study and what is the purpose of your desk research. While developing the objectives of desk research, you can take the help of your project coordinator. Then you have to define the scope of the study. Here explain what is included, what is not included in your research, and mention the time period, industry coverage and limitations. In the research methodology, state that this is the desk research and mention the secondary data sources used, such as reports, websites, journals, and briefly explain how data is collected and analyzed, and justify the industry selected. Explain why you selected this industry. Give the reasons. Reasons can be market growth, relevance to syllabus, availability of data, etc. Then chapter 2 is industry analysis. In this chapter, you have to explain overall picture of industry. Here explain which kind of industry you have selected, which type of industry you have selected, manufacturing industry or service industry or mixed type of industry. Then explain about the market value, volume, growth rate, industry life cycle stage, then who are the major players, who are the domestic players, who are the international players. Domestic player means leading companies. Sorry, major players means leading companies, domestic player means Indian companies, and international players means global companies. Then explain the level of competition, high or moderate or low. Then explain market structure, monopoly, oligopoly, then competitive structure. Then explain which are the competitive factors, for example price, quality, technology, brand, etc. Then here you need to find top players, bottom players, and market share data. Then classify the players of your industry. Here you have to find which companies comes under leader group, which come under challengers group, and which come under followers and niches group. Then explain about the positioning strategies and differentiation factors of the industry. Then in the next point you have to explain branding strategies and pricing policies of the companies operating in your selected industry. Then do the capacity analysis, means find out existing production level, and planned capacity means future expansion plan. Then global demand supply, collect the data related to the demand supply analysis, global demand supply, national demand supply, and regional demand supply. Then collect the information about the innovations, means which kind of innovation companies are doing. Disruptive innovation means major technological changes, and incremental innovation means small continuous improvement. Next, chapter 3 is the external environment analysis. Here 3.1 is regulatory bodies and policies. Here you have to find the data related to the which kind of government authorities and regulators control and monitor to your industry. Then what kind of industry related policies are there related to your specific industry, which kind of acts, rules, and guidelines are there related to your specific industry. Then next is the compliance requirement. Here you have to understand about the which kind of licenses, official permissions are required to operate in particular industry, which kind of standards, minimum safety rules, quality requirements companies need to follow. Then what kind of key national and global issues impacting on the industry. Next, here you have to study the government initiatives to promote the industry. Is government providing different schemes or incentives, subsidies to the companies operating in your selected industry? Are there any policies to support industry? Is government providing infrastructure support facilities to your selected industry? This kind of data you have to collect from secondary sources. Next, you have to collect the information about the environmental issues, means pollution, sustainability concern, is there any legal violation, then what kind of regulatory actions companies taking after the penalties or notices, etc. information you have to collect. Then chapter number 5 is the financial analysis. Here you have to do the financial analysis of for top 5 companies operating in your selected industry. Here you have to collect financial data like revenue, profitability, margin. Then you have to collect the data related to sick players operating in your selected industry. Then what are the reasons for their sickness, what are the turnaround strategies, which are the major cost components, cost structure, cost impact on profitability. Then you have to find the information about liquidity ratio, profitability ratio, then solvency ratio, efficiency ratio, etc. If you are getting difficulty while collecting this type of data or while doing this type of analysis, financial analysis, if you are getting difficulty, then you can take the help of finance faculty while doing the financial analysis of industry. Next chapter is the chapter 5, recent developments. Here you have to understand about the fiscal and exim policies and recent alliances, merger and acquisition. In the fiscal policy means government ways of managing money by deciding how much tax to collect and how much to spend to run and develop the country. And exim policy means the government rules and guidelines for export and imports of goods and services. Here identify recent fiscal policies related to the selected industry and identify recent exim policies related to import and export of the industry and explain changes in the import duties, export incentives or trade restrictions. Then study taxation changes, budget announcement and government incentives and analyze positive and negative impact of the policies on industry, etc. Then you need to study about the recent alliances, mergers and acquisitions. Alliances means when two or more companies work together for a common goal without merging. And merger means two companies combine to become one new company, and acquisition means one company buys and control another company. Here you have to identify recent alliances, mergers and acquisition or takeovers by major players. Now next point is the technology and labor issues. Here student, you should study recent technological changes in the selected industry. You should focus on automation, use of AI, digitalization, machines, software, etc. And in the labor issues, you must identify labor related problems in the industry. For example, skill shortage, need for reskilling, labor disputes or strikes. Next point is emerging entrepreneurs and corporate feuds. You should identify new companies or startup entering the industry. You need to focus on new business ideas, then innovative products or services. And in the corporate feuds, you should study business conflicts between the companies. For example, legal disputes, pricing wars, market competition issues. Then next chapter is individual company analysis. Here in this chapter 6.1 is the company overview. Here you have to give the basic details of your company. What is the name of company, history, promoters, key achievements. Then in the management philosophy, you need to explain company's vision, mission, core values, leadership styles and decision making approach. Next point is strategic position. Here you have to explain the company's position in the market. Then in the profiles of key management personnel, you need to study top executive like CEO, CFO, COO, what are their roles and responsibilities, experience, achievement, etc. Then you have to collect the data related to the financial terms like revenue and profit trends to understand company's financial performance. Then next you have to obtain the information about the innovations and differentiation. Innovation means new products or processes and differentiation means what makes the companies unique. Then next point, you have to study the online presence of company. That will show how active the company is on website and digital platform. In the next point, you have to study CSR policies and corporate governance. Which kind of CSR activities companies are performing in the field of health, education, community welfare. Are the companies spending CSR amount as per the company act norms? Then what are the compliance standard, etc. information you have to collect. Next point is the environmental and social inclusion efforts. That will cover environment protection, energy saving, employee welfare and community development related initiatives taken by the companies. And all these data you have to collect from secondary sources like annual reports and company website. Next chapter number 7, conclusion and recommendation. This is the final chapter of your research project, focusing on conclusion and recommendation. It summarizes key findings and gives useful suggestions to the selected industry and company. In the key insight, here you have to write the major findings of the study, and that should be linked directly to the research objective. In the industry recommendation, you have to give strategic suggestions for the entire industry, and in the company recommendation, you have to give specific and practical suggestion for individual company. Here you have to write the names of the books, journals, reports, means all the sources you have used while analyzing your industry and analyzing your company. Which kind of books you have used: textbook, reference books, journals, research articles, reports, etc. And you have to write all these references in APA or MLA format. Student, in this way we have discussed all the things about the desk research. What is desk research, how to conduct desk research, what are the guidelines given by SPPU for desk research, and how to write the desk research report. Thank you.